Hello, I am back on after a while, not having made any videos, but we just had our second little boy, and I'm giving him a little air bath right now. His skin is extra sensitive. We can't really figure out what's up quite yet. I'm gonna take some pictures and post it in a mom's group, see if they can help us out any. But I just wanted to share a little bit about his birth experience. So he is a week and a half old. I had him on June 23rd. It was a Sunday. We went to Vanderbilt Birth Center, and one of the amazing things about that, one of the many amazing things, was that on weekdays family is not allowed to sit out in the lobby, but because it was a weekend and literally no one was there but me, family and friends were able to sit out in the lobby while I labored. And they don't have a limit of how many people can come back in the room, so it was just very relaxed, very perfect for my family and friends who came, and it was just such a blessed experience there. I will say natural labor, because I was induced with our first. Natural labor was not exactly what I was expecting. Some of you can chime in and say like if you feel the same way or not, but it was not as painful as I thought up until the last 30 minutes after my water broke. So with Pitocin, I felt like I just didn't get a break. Like, I was always tired, and like the contractions were exhausting. I'll say that. Super exhausting and not pleasurable. Definitely like very crampy, very like I could feel him being pushed down, you know? But natural contractions were much more like I would have a super strong contraction and then kind of be able to be like, oh, like, whoa, and then like rest a little bit more than I feel like I was able to with Pitocin. With Pitocin, I don't really feel like I rested when I actually got into active labor. So I think some of the greatest things that helped were counter pressure from both my doula and my husband. So my doula would put counter pressure on my mid-low back, and then my husband would put counter pressure on my hands and on my arms. And then the second thing was getting in the bathtub. That helped a lot. I wouldn't say that it helped with the exhaustion of the contractions or the pain of the contractions, but it almost like just alleviated the pull of gravity. And so that helped out. Ice. I had heard that someone had like chewed on ice, and that helped a lot. I would have a contraction and then eat some ice afterwards. Sometimes during the contraction I would eat the ice, and then I would rub it on my face, rub it on my chest, and like just kind of rub it on my arms, and it was rejuvenating. And then for my nausea, I had never heard of this before, but alcohol on a cotton pad. If you smell that, it takes away your nausea. And I did take a Zofran, which was helpful, but they only had one at the center, and so I would have had to have gotten it intravenously, and I declined that. So I just had the one Zofran. I did throw up at one point, but I think knowing that throwing up was like normal with my first pregnancy, after I threw up 3 times, that's when I got the epidural, because I was like, I can't do this. But since I knew that it was normal the second time around, it's almost like I was prepared for it to come. And My doula did give me combs. If you hold 2 combs in your hand, the pain from the comb bristles in your hands distracts from the contraction. So that helped. And getting in the shower, and doing squats in the shower, with the pressure of the water on my back. That was probably the least amount of pain that I felt during a contraction, was when I was in the shower.